Well, hello once again. Yes, this is me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Haslingden, 30 miles or 50 kilometres due north of Manchester in the UK, on Monday, the 12th of December 2011. Today, somebody tried a scam on me, what happened was this. I have a friend, roughly my own age, who lives in Tunis, Tunisia, of course. We're both on Skype, and we email from time to time. And suddenly this morning an email appeared from him, or appeared to be from him, in which he said he was in the proverbial. He got himself into a grave difficulty. He said he was in this country, in England, of course he speaks French, so it was all in French, this email. Unfortunately, I speak a little French, la plume de ma tante and all that business, and it said that he'd had his wallet stolen, and the hotel he was staying at was refusing to return his passport until the bill had been paid, and it was something like €1,200, which is a fair amount, about £1,000, maybe 1,500 US dollars. Could we help? Now, I thought it was odd that there was no telephone number. Didn't cross my mind that it was a scam, you see, because knowing him and the fact that he speaks French made me less suspicious. So I copied this email and forwarded it around to as many of the people who knew him as I could think of. Luckily, one of them replied to me that it was a scam. He said, I get lots of these. He said, somebody has hacked into his email and sent out this message. Well, I immediately sent a message around to all those that I'd previously communicated with and told them to forget it and to delete it. And I deleted the email from my system, hopefully without any problems. A little bit later, I was sitting in front of the fire in a nice comfortable armchair with my laptop on my knees, where else? As you know, or those of you who have got Skype will know, anybody who is in your address book, your Skype address book, whenever they come online, whenever they switch their computer on, a little window pops up in the corner saying so-and-so and so-and-so is online. So you can then call them, if you like, on Skype and chat away. Well, suddenly, by complete coincidence, up pops a window saying he was online, my friend in Tunis. So I immediately called him on Skype, which I've never done before, and told him the situation, and he said, you're right. He said, I can't get into my email at the moment. I said, well, that's why. So he asked me if I would reply to it and tell them that they're wasting their time, because everybody has been notified that it's a scam. So I said, well, unfortunately, I've already deleted it, and I wouldn't like them to know that I'm in communication with you. So he said, well, it's too late because they've already got your email address. So, well, that's true enough. So I'm going to be very careful about my email in future. So there you have it. There are some people in this world who don't want to work except some kind of mischief. And the guy that's doing this has probably wasted as much time as he would if he'd done a decent day's work. I mean, one begins to understand why in the Middle Ages this kind of guy would have been put in the stocks for a week. so people could throw bad fruit at him and so on, or even transported to Australia. Well, we're a little bit too soft with these people. It's probably very, very difficult to somehow get hold of this person. But the fact that he said he was in England, and he wrote in French, makes me suspect that he's in North Africa, where a lot of people do speak French. It may be that he's spotted amongst the email system of my colleague, my friend in Tunis, a lot of emails in French. So if the guy is French, and he's mentioned the fact that he's in the UK, maybe he thought he could persuade somebody to part with some money over here, and you see, it wouldn't have worked if he'd said I was at a hotel in Tunis. It has to be somewhere abroad to make it obvious why the hotel would have his passport. Well, that's it. Curses to you, whoever you are. Curses upon your head, you scammers. When you get to the next world, your retribution will be awaiting you. And if I were you, I'd read what it says in the Quran, what happens to people like you, or in the Bible for that matter. And it just doesn't happen just for a day. It goes on and on and on, forever and eternity. So there's something to think about, you scammers. You may think you're being very clever, avoiding work and taxes and all that. But actually these kind of people don't really enjoy life, because they're forever looking over their shoulder. So on. God bless, while it's still legal here in the UK to say God bless. Take care and bye for now.